Sunny getting very communicative in her description of Matt Gaetz.
With allegations of child trafficking across state lines and having sex with a 17-year-old.
Sonny, you have a legal note.
I do have a legal note. Thank you, Whoopi. This false smear following a 3-year criminal investigation should be viewed with great skepticism. That DOJ investigation was closed with no charges being brought.
The View was forced to read a legal note. Almost comes across like a hostage video. Here is a before and after from their show on ABC. The clip comes from Colin Rugg. That they do amazing work at Colin Rugg on his X account. And he explains that this was the before, what they were talking about, and Sunny getting very communicative in her description of Matt Gaetz and the Matt Gaetz allegations, and gets a little bit loose with her language. And then just a few minutes later, someone gives her the old tap on the shoulder, puts that up on the teleprompter screen and says, you're going to read this if you know it's good for you. So here's the before and after, courtesy of The View.
Someone with allegations of child trafficking across state lines and having sex with a 17-year-old. My understanding further on in the interview, they discussed the fact that once he finds out that she's 17, he stops having sex with her.
Sonny, you have a legal note.
I do have a legal note. Thank you, Whoopi. Matt Gaetz has long denied all allegations, calling the claims, quote, invented, and saying in a statement to ABC News that this false smear following a 3-year criminal investigation should be viewed with great skepticism. That DOJ investigation was closed with no charges being brought.
We'll be right back.
Even Whoopi is like getting her back. We'll be right back. Like, okay, like they both know it's like a joke. Like, we have to read this. Otherwise, we're going to get sued into oblivion. And you can just see the pain on her face. I'll read this stupid statement at some point. Look, I'm not of the belief that at some point I'm not going to say something insane and have to come back and eat my own words at some point. I'm sure it's coming soon. I'm just waiting for it. And so I'll be here in my own hostage video. I think we all have to go through it at some point. But this is just a fun one because it was like immediate, okay? She's like, their lawyers are like, because that is a serious allegation. When you start saying that people are trafficking people across state lines and making allegations that you are engaging in those real egregious crimes, you run into the defamation per se category and you get into big trouble pretty quickly. So we only, cross that line and that threshold in certain circumstances, like when we're talking about Epstein's clients and things like that, because, if they get upset about it and they file a lawsuit saying, I never went to that island, you go, well, that's going to be fun. Let's talk about that some more. So you see, but she doesn't want to go down that road with Matt Gaetz, doesn't want to get hit with defamation or any of those. And I don't know what happened behind the scenes, whether Matt Gaetz and his legal team sent them a note or whether their legal team and their attorneys were just jumping out of their chairs and sent them a note or what happened. Jennifer says she's a former federal prosecutor, so she knows how a lot of this works. But we do have a lot of free speech rights in this country. We do have, Matt Gaetz is a public figure. He's going to have a lot of criticism come his way. But when you start accusing people of crimes without a lot of evidence to support that, and they're crimes of this character, that really can expose you to some serious liability.